Hey everybody, Evanye Lawson here with the Self-Love Center. Thank you for tuning in. We have been conditioned to believe that there is a part of us that is broken, that somewhere we lost pieces of ourselves that we have to go back, reclaim, and find. When we think of that concept of being broken, we automatically start acting from the vibration of brokenness. We start going outside of ourselves to find the love that we thought we never had. We start going outside of ourselves to find the peace that we're so desperately looking for. We go outside of ourselves to find the acceptance that we know that we can provide for ourselves. And we start looking into relationships and things to make us feel whole and safe and comfort. But what if I were to tell you that you were not broken? What if I were to tell you that brokenness was actually an illusion? What if I were to tell you that the reason why you feel unworthy, the reason why you feel unlovable, the reason why you don't feel supported, the reason why you don't feel like people care, the reason why you feel scared is because you have an idea that brokenness exists. So what would happen if you took off the concept that brokenness is anything that is a part of you? What if I told you that you were not broken, that you were actually whole? If you had all of your pieces together, if there was nothing separate from you, if there was nothing that was not a part of you, if there was nothing that was outside of you, what would happen if you believed that everything you want, everything you desire, everything you're experiencing is already inside of you? It's not outside of you, it's inside of you. Which means that the love you say you want more of in romantic relationships can be found inside here, which means that the peace that you so desperately crave when you think about going to the beach and you think about getting away and going on that vacation or more time just to spend to yourself is inside. What if I told you that the freedom or the financial abundance that you so desperately seek, the wealth that you want to create, is inside of you? Because see, the only difference between feeling broken and feeling whole is vibration. And vibration is the frequency or the dial tone that lets us know where we are in the moment. You see, we want to manifest a life that we have been sitting on the sidelines waiting for. We want to manifest a reality that feels so far out there, so far out of reach. We want to manifest these things that we don't feel we have access to right now. But in order to manifest the things we say we want, we must step directly into the vibration of what it is we're looking for. So if it's so far outside of you, you don't feel like you can get it, you're not going to have a belief system that sets you up to believe that you can have this thing you're trying to manifest. You see, we only manifest from the things that we know. We only manifest from the things that we've experienced. We only manifest from the things that we've ever felt before. So I really want you to step it into a more envisioning process where not only do you start to look at what you want, you start to really step into spirit. Tap into your inner GPS, the part of your wisdom that knows all the answers, and ask yourself, wisdom, what is it that you want from me? Because here's what it'll take you into. It'll take you into a space of surrendering. Total surrender. And one of the things that happens when we're trying to manifest a life intentionally is we don't know how to surrender, because brokenness has taught us that everything is outside of us. And in order to make sure we don't always feel broken, we have to put controls and parameters on things that we see and feel and know. So we don't know a life without control. So when we're trying to manifest, and we only manifest from a place of our own knowledge, our own wisdom, our own perception, our own thoughts, our own memories, our own knowingness, we manifest from the space that's already controlled, right? So if the act of surrender means fully letting go, then you need to step into wisdom and ask wisdom, what is it that you would want from me? What do you want to see in my life? What do you want me to do? What do you want me to have? This is what I want. And what is it that you would want from me? And when you sit back and you let that answer drop down inside of you, it gives you this feeling of being powerful. Because not only will you start to see the infinite and know the infinite possibilities that are able to flourish because you sat back and witnessed versus try to control the situation, you give yourself the gift of infinity. You give yourself the gift of infinite potential, limitless possibilities. Because let me tell you, when we start to control things, we start to tell the universe that I'm afraid of actually receiving what it is that you have for me. So I need it to look the way that I want it to look, because that's the only way I feel comfortable receiving it. How is the universe supposed to supply you limitless potential, limitless possibilities, if you don't get out of your comfort zone? So not only in your manifesting game must you turn the vibration up, the vibration must be in alignment with surrender, letting go of control, sitting back and watching so that spirit can say, oh, this is what we want for you here. And they drop it in your lap and give it to you. But that can only happen if you get out of the mindset that you are broken. There is nothing weak about you. Weakness is just strength that has not been realized yet. I'm going to say this again. Weakness is strength that has not been realized yet. When you think about surrendering, you step into a whole entire vibration that might increase your anxiety and your fears and your worries, your doubts, your concerns. And if you can allow that to happen and then still move through it, having unwavering faith that you're going to get through the other side of that, it's called growth. Ooh, that's called growth. All right. You don't grow if you're comfortable. You only grow when you're uncomfortable. You grow when your box and your container is being stretched. And when you step into the space where there is no box anymore, and you don't have to worry about touching the walls on each side of that box, you realize that there's just open space. A lot of people get scared by that because what that looks like is uncertainty. That looks like ambiguity. That looks like I don't know where I'm touching. I don't have a space to place my hand or my feet. But when you're in that space, that's the act of total freedom. And total freedom looks like being able to trust in the unknown, not needing to have a plan, not needing to have a destination, but just going just because Spirit said, I wanted to provide this for you. Will you receive it without control, without judgment, without trying to put a box or a limit on it? I want to send you beyond where you are right now because I know how great it will feel when you get there. And will you allow me to give that to you without control, without judgment, without a container or a box? So in order for you to have what you say you want, you must first start with the mindset that I am not broken. There is nothing outside of me that isn't already in me. And that everything that I want, everything that I have access to is already inside of me. And I don't have to get it through other people. I don't have to get it through other forms of comforts. I have to tune in and say, Spirit, universe, What do you want from me? What limitless possibility are you unfolding in my life right now that I can have access to without control? Start asking yourself that question every morning, and then start looking around in your world and going, see your wholeness reflected back to you. Because that's all the universe wants you to do, is to see your wholeness reflected back to you. They want you to see how worthy you actually are. Because the other downfall of believing in a broken theory, or that something's wrong with you, is that you believe there's something to fix. And when you think there's something to fix, you think that you're unworthy to receive or not deserving to receive that beautiful thing that's trying to be given to you. Oh, no, I don't deserve that. I deserve this abuse. I deserved this job letting me go. I deserved my car breaking down. I deserved my relationship ending. I deserved. And while you may not be saying that out of your mouth, you're saying that by way of thought, vibration, belief. And if you're on the vibration that says, I'm already whole, even in my flaws, I'm already whole, even in my faults, I'm already whole, just as I am, where I am. There's nothing wrong with me. This is who I am, even if it doesn't line up with morality. I'm okay where I am. Even if it feels uncomfortable, even if it feels unlovable, even if it feels unacceptable. I can be who I am. I can say what I want. I can do whatever I please, as long as it is in integrity with my soul, as long as it continues to uphold the sacredness of other human beings, as long as it upholds the sacredness of the planet, as long as compassion is still rooted in this. That is how you live from a space of worthiness. So when the universe is trying to give you limitless possibility, don't block it by feeling unworthy, by feeling less than, by feeling not good enough, by feeling you can't, by feeling it's impossible, by feeling you don't know the how. You don't need to know the how. Stay in the visioning of wisdom, spirit, universe. What would you have for me? What limitless possibilities do you want to give to me? And watch it unfold and let me know. The minute you start to see it reflected back to you is your wholeness being reflected back to you. Is your wholeness being reflected back to you. And as it's being reflected back to you, you no longer feel the need to feel broken. You no longer feel the need to reach out and have people validate the parts of you that you feel are not part of you, or parts of you that you feel you need validated. You get to sit in the knowing that right where you are, just as you are, is good enough. And you are love's vibration. And love is not broken. Love is not controlled. Love vibrates to the frequency of integrity, of compassion, of kindness, of worthiness. So you are love. Just remember that.